Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Kubel. We'll get to those stories in just a moment, but we are weather aware heading into Christmas Eve, and we do lead off with your forecast. For a look at everything we can expect, we turn to 6 on your side meteorologist Matt Hinken. Good evening, Matt. But we are learning more about that scare at the Sevierville Walmart today as charges are now filed. This after police responded to reports of an active shooter there. Sevierville police say the whole situation started when 22-year-old Deshaun Bonner of Pensacola, Florida, pushed 65-year-old Pedro Negayan Jr. of Pigeon Forge. Police say the two men then pointed handguns at each other, but no shots were fired. Still, the people that were inside and nearby were left shaken.
That was so scary. That was like the last thing I ever would have imagined.
That is the voice of Kristen McCall. She was inside the Sevierville Walmart when it turned to chaos.
Me and Brian were checking out, and I was literally scanning the last item, and everyone started running out.
Social media posts paint a picture of the immediate terror at the scene. One shopper posted these pictures, writing she was scared for her life. Another with this warning to people in the area.
Stay away from Walmart, stay away from the middle of Sevierville.
And nearby businesses opened their doors to people fleeing from the store.
We had to bring everybody inside who's outside, and we all went to a lockdown.
I just go out and tell them if they need to come in, sit down, get a drink of coffee, water, warm up. You know, our lobby was open to whatever we could be of assistance with. I was honestly just praying for all the first responders, praying for those that were involved.
Police are saying this was likely a dispute between store customers where multiple guns were displayed. And on scene, they provided some reassurance. They say the community is not in any danger.
So fortunate that nobody was injured.
And tonight we are also hearing from Walmart. The company released a statement to us saying, quote, "We're glad no customers or associates were seriously injured. We appreciate the response of the Sevierville Police Department and the speed with which the suspects were apprehended," end quote. Originally, 3 people were arrested after that situation at Walmart, but police say they determined that that third person was not involved and was not charged. Negayan Jr. has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault. Bonner is charged with 1 count of misdemeanor assault. Tonight, President Trump issued pardons and sentenced commutations for 29 people, including Paul Manafort and Charles Kushner. Roger Stone was also pardoned. Tonight's actions brought the total number of people who the president granted clemency to, either through pardons or sentence commutations the last 2 days, up to 49 total. Tonight, 119,000 Americans are hospitalized with COVID-19, breaking yet another record. Millions of Americans are traveling this holiday week, and ABC's Marcy Gonzalez reports there are concerns Christmas gatherings could fuel another deadly surge in the U.S. And back here at home today, the Tennessee Department of Health reported 111 new deaths from COVID-19, bringing the total number up to 6,380. A record 2,934 Tennesseans are battling the virus in the hospital tonight. Today, over 17.5% of all new tests came back positive for the virus. Meanwhile, the Knox County Health Department is reporting 278 Knox County residents have now died from COVID-19. 145 are in the hospital, and active cases are at an all-time high. That number, 5,429 Knox County residents. As coronavirus cases continue to climb, State Health Commissioner Dr. Lisa Piercy giving an update on just how many people in the volunteer state have received their first dose of the vaccine so far. And Dr. Piercy adds vaccinations will be administered through the holidays and through the weekend. Just keep in mind, these first vaccines are going to frontline healthcare workers and first responders. The state says vaccinations at long-term care facilities will begin on Monday. Now, 3 months after the Knoxville Police Department received its first shipment of body-worn cameras, we're told the first 50 have been deployed in the field and successfully tested. For this first step in outfitting the police department, KPD started with the smaller number of cameras as well as new in-car camera systems. The Knoxville Police Department also said it recently received the remaining 300 camera systems that had been ordered. KPD says those will be installed and deployed to remaining officers soon. Tonight, people remembered family members lost to violence, overdoses, and COVID-19. a memorial tree giving families an opportunity to remember those lost loved ones in a socially distanced event outside of Keenan Grimes Outreach Center. People hanging ornaments in their memories. Ira Grimes Jr. lost his own son 2 years ago to a drug overdose. He hopes Keenan's death will lead to positive change in the community.
He died too young for me.
And Grimes was busy today. After we interviewed him, he took meals to people experiencing homelessness right here in Knoxville. Still to come here at 11, we get to see a local girl as she meets her heart donor's mom for the very first time.
We're going to stay in touch, definitely.
This story is still ahead at 11. Plus, TDOT prepares for winter weather. We'll tell you all about that. That's still coming up. All right, Matt, thank you very much. And as Matt just said, winter weather could impact many people here in East Tennessee, and TDOT is ready to keep the roads clear. TDOT spokesperson Mark Nagy says crews will pre-treat roads with salt, and they'll be ready to plow and add brine if that is needed.
As of right now,
And TDOT also encourages people to stay home if possible during bad weather. Firefighters say no one was hurt after a fire broke out at a home along Providence Glen Lane out west. Rural Metro tells us the fire appears to have started in or around this Christmas tree you see here, but the exact cause is still under investigation. Rural Metro reminds people not to overload electrical circuits with Christmas lights. The city of Knoxville is going after Hulu and Netflix, alleging the streaming services haven't been paying a fee required by the Competitive Cable and Video Service Act. Knoxville is joining more than 430 other cities and counties in suing Hulu and Netflix. Prosecutors say the streaming services should be required to pay a video service provider fee because they use broadband wireline facilities that are at least partially located in public rights of way across Tennessee. In other news tonight, Zoo Knoxville has a surprise for the holidays, a new zebra. Zoo officials say the baby is an endangered mountain zebra, and it is the first of its kind to be born here in Knoxville. We're told the baby is healthy and nursing. The zoo doesn't know its gender yet. They are giving it and its mother, Lydia, some time to bond. Just days before Christmas, a heart transplant recipient received a gift, being able to meet her donor's family. That was Emily Harden before she met her donor's family. The Knoxville native received a heart transplant 3 years ago. We're told the donor, Victor, died suddenly in December 2017. Emily was a perfect match for his heart. Today, she met Victor's mom, Norma, virtually.
It brings such peace.
The two families became friendly after Emily made a Facebook post with a picture of her family's Christmas decorations that featured a Donate for Life sign. Tennessee Donor Services shared the post, and that created a way to connect with Victor's family. The two say they're going to stay in touch. Stay with us, everyone. Sports is next. Welcome back, everyone. Even though Gatlinburg's Fantasy of Lights Christmas Parade was canceled this year, we are still bringing you some of the best moments and highlights from parades past. Our special airs at noon on Christmas Day right here on WATE 6 on your side. Living East Tennessee's Kelly, Aaron, and Chelsea will host. And with Christmas almost here, we're continuing to bring you lights from across the area. Tonight, we take you to Caravel, where you can't miss this house. Take a look at it along Maple Street. There are all sorts of Christmas trees, nutcrackers, reindeer, snowman you see there, and so much more. And Matt, hey, what do you say? We may have a white Christmas this year.
I'll keep an eye on it for you and have an update on Good Morning Tennessee.
We know you will, Matt. Thank you very much. And thank you for joining us, everyone. We will see you right back here tomorrow. Have a great night.